guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is for you if you were supposed to be going on holiday with TUI and you're not too sure what's going to happen. Now, all of this information can be found on the TUI website, and of course it's time sensitive. So today is the 13th of April 2020 and things are going to change very quickly. As it stands, we don't know what the situation is regarding government advice and advice from the foreign travel offices, and it is changing. So I would recommend, really, rather than listen only to me, that you look on the TUI website. But as it stands, I'm going to pull the information off of their website and hopefully give something back to you here. First of all, I'm very sorry if you've had your holiday cancelled. Obviously, it's really, really sad. I don't work for TUI. I'm asked this a lot, and no, I don't. But I do tend to travel quite a lot with them, and at the moment, this is their advice. Now, I will link everything below in the description box in relation to their website. So go and have a look along there and see what's what. Now, they did release a statement about holidays up to the 14th of May. They currently have cancelled all upcoming holidays up until the 14th of May. And up until the 30th of June, remember this is 2020, all holidays can be amended for free. So what that means, to be clear, is if you're going on holiday up until the 30th of June, including travel between the 17th of April and the 14th of May, you can amend your holidays for free. Now, in line with this, they are keeping up with the government's guidelines of social distancing. So a lot of their teams are working from home, and they're asking please not to call it or send them a message if you really don't have to. They are letting their customers know that they will be in touch with you to discuss options. I have just heard through social media, now obviously there's a lot going on social media, a lot of people are saying a lot of things. I have heard through social media that there are people that are getting automatically generated documents. So for example, in the country at the moment, all weddings have been cancelled, for example. Nobody's allowed to get married right now. A lot of people have taken their weddings and booked them now for next year. So if they had a honeymoon booked, for example, they are getting out an automatically generated document and asking for payments regarding going on their honeymoon for this year. Well, everything's been changed to next year. So if that's up until the 30th of June, you can amend that, no problem. And I think probably what they're doing is waiting to see what else is going to happen before they change any further dates on that. There are an awful lot of frustrated people at the minute in the world generally, but certainly if your holiday is coming up and you don't know what's happening, I can completely understand how frustrating that must be for you. But what they're trying to do is obviously keep their staff as safe as possible. And let's face it, I mean, frustrating and difficult as this is, the end of the day, at the minute, we are in a global pandemic, and the main thing is about keeping people safe. That doesn't make it any easier on your frustrations. I completely understand that, but they're trying to keep their staff safe by working from home. And obviously that means that certain things are limited and their response times might not be what you would like them to be, for example. And while I completely get that, I do think that what they need to do, or what you guys need to do, is try and sit tight until that date of the 14th of May. So it's a month from now. So this is a time sensitive video. And the 14th of May, obviously they're going to make more decisions and let more people know what's going to happen after then. But I would recommend, if they're saying to you, you can change your dates up until the 30th of June, it's probably, I don't know how you feel. If I was going on holiday before then, if they're recommending that you can amend your holiday up until then, I think that the likelihood might be that there's going to be a lot of people afraid to get on a plane at the minute because of obviously the risk of catching the virus. It's not just going to miraculously disappear on the 14th of May when TUI are going to revisit whether they're going to start to fly again or not, but that's when they've cancelled up until. And I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, ask me, but I'm not a TUI rep, and I would urge you to go check out their website, which I've linked below. I'll say that again, just so that you can try and see. Now, I know if you've booked online, if you've got your booking reference number and your surname, you can try and log in, and the date of your travel. You can try and log in there to amend it online, which is obviously the best way if you can possibly do that. If you booked in store, it's difficult at the minute. They're not quite sure what's going to happen, because obviously all of the travel agencies that you normally see, like in the shopping centres, are closed. So if you go to the TUI website, there is a yellow tab at the top of the TUI website that says coronavirus information, and there's a link there that you can click for all of this information that I'm telling you. And bear in mind that some of this could be wrong if they've updated it. Now, going back to this amendment that you can make for the 30th of June, That is on bookings that were made before the 16th of March 2020. As a small side note, if you were due to go on a Marella cruise sailing, travelling on or before the 31st of May 2020, those are currently no longer able to be offered. And as well, TUI River cruises were due to be launched and they have been postponed until the 26th of November 2020. There is also highlighted in blue, it says click here. There is a COVID-19 tool on the website that you can click. It'll open in a new browser and there's some more information on there. There's also a highlighted in black tab that says I've already booked. So just to reiterate, underneath there it says if up until the 14th of May 2020 your holiday has been cancelled. Marella cruising sailings before the 31st of May have been cancelled. TUI River cruises sailings have been cancelled up until and including the 25th of November 2020. All other holidays are continuing to be reviewed and updated. Now underneath there on the website there's 3 blue highlights which again will open up in the new browser if you click them. The first one is you click it if your travel plans have been cancelled, and you should have known about that via TUI. There's another tab, your plans haven't been cancelled and you're travelling up until the 30th of June. And then the next one says I'm travelling after the 30th of June and my plans haven't been cancelled. So have a look on there, it will all be in front of you and it'll be a whole lot clearer than I've just told you, hopefully. Now that's all very negative at the minute, very sad, and of course loads of us these days love to travel, myself included, and we like to have something to look forward to. Now I would encourage you to try and keep that dream alive and just think, what do you want to do? When this is all over, life will get back to normal. We will be on a plane again at some stage. We will be getting stressed as we go through security at the airport, and then get the other side and go, oh, that's it, now I'm on my holiday. And so TUI have introduced at this time the TUI Travel Promise. If you make a new booking between the 17th of March 2020 and the 31st of May 2020, so you haven't got very long, at the time of recording that's like 6 weeks away from now, you won't need to pay your full balance until 4 weeks before departure. Now normally it's like 10 weeks, isn't it? Depends on the travel company, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, you have to pay that beforehand. So they're asking you won't have to pay it until 4 weeks before. So if you were to book for the 1st of June 2021, you're not going to have to pay until 4 weeks before then, the balance. And normally deposits can be quite reasonably priced. Although that said, I am also fully aware that at the moment an awful lot of people are watching the pennies, and I do understand that. So TUI have also said under their TUI price promise, if there's another situation like this, or something that's government guidelines that say you cannot travel, your holiday will be cancelled, then TUI will contact you to arrange other alternative things. Now, I know a lot of the time they're giving out vouchers that you can redeem for other holidays. And I think it's probably worth having a look and seeing if you can possibly try and book something to look forward to. This is a personal choice, but I'm not going to be booking anything to travel abroad this year. Next year, let's remain hopeful that we can get back to normal, get on a plane and go somewhere lovely. But it's nice to know that if you can't, then that TUI are going to kind of do what they can to try and make sure that you're not going to lose any of your money. If you haven't yet had a refund for your booking, TUI will contact you about that. And they've said, please bear with us, we're working as quickly as we can. So at the moment, they are saying that holidays, if you're booked to travel after the 30th of June 2020, at the moment it looks like your holiday may be going ahead. I think TUI are obviously quite subject to change on that because nobody is going to know quite where this is likely to head in terms of the virus, in terms of keeping everybody safe. But if you go to manage my booking, which is on the website, then you can hopefully try and manage your booking and amend things. Loads of information on there. Now you can feel free to try and ask me some questions down there if you want to. I can't promise that I'm going to have the answers, but I might try and see if I can look them up for you and point you somewhere that you could probably end up finding yourself, but I don't know. Some people prefer a video to watch and listen to someone explain something, and I hope that's been clear because there's a lot of dates going on this video. What I don't want to see in the comments, and I don't want to have to disable them, is a load of slanderous comments about TUI, because I've seen this happen, and I know things can be frustrating sometimes. And in my experience, they are quite good at trying to deal with complaints and refunds and things like that. It just needs a little bit of patience, and I completely understand. On Twitter and such like, people have reached out to TUI and they've ended up, so there's some quite negative comments bashed about there. Now, this video isn't really a place for you to air all of that grief. So please don't put that in the comments down there. But I do understand that if you're frustrated, because I would be as well. If I had something booked and I didn't know what was going to happen, your whole life feels like it's on hold, doesn't it? So please believe me, you do have my empathy there. I totally get it. But obviously, because I spend a lot of time going through TUI stuff and talking about TUI on here, I felt that I would try and give you a little bit of an update. I do have a couple of Facebook groups which you can request to join. Down in the description box, I'm going to put them. We've got one for Riviera Maya, which is the Grand Sirenis resort. We've also got one for the Bellevue Lagomonte, which is in Mallorca. We have the Holiday Village Montenegro, which is underrated, I've got to say. Flipping amazing resort. Go there. And where's the other one? What's the other group I've got? And there's one for TUI Blue Marmaris, which has now changed names into Club Say, and it's not owned by TUI any longer. But a lot of people like to go in there and talk about the place and about Marmaris itself. So if you wanted to join any of those groups just to talk holidays and share photographs and where you're dreaming of going, then please do click the links down there and I will approve your request. And come in and join the group, and you can talk to me and everybody else about your trips away. Have a look at some travel photos and things, and just try and keep that positive manifestation that one day soon we are going to fly away again. And I'm not sure when that would be. I couldn't possibly predict that, and I think it would be really wrong of me to try and do that. But let's just keep our fingers crossed and keep positive that it's going to happen in the safest way possible, and that it's all being dealt with, so that everybody who needs a refund can get their money back. And just hope that, in fact, I can't honestly say people have been too complained. People that I've come across who have lost money through their trips being cancelled have actually been really taking it on the chin and just thought, you know, it's what we need to do to keep everybody and the entire planet safe. So wherever you are, stay safe. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it has, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see my future trips, there's going to be at least 3 coming next year. This year probably going to go somewhere in the UK, maybe somewhere cold later in the year, but you know, I am vlogging all the time, so come along and have a little look at what we're doing, and then therefore hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell, and you can see when I've uploaded. So keep positive, try and keep a much of a positive mindset as you can, because it is going to end at some stage, and we are all going to be sitting on a beach sipping a, what's your drink of choice? Mine's a pina colada. And I wish you all the very best, and I hope that this is not a stressful situation for you, or as least stressful as possible. So take care, thanks for watching, bye bye for now.